Yo, what's up? What's up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Salute to everybody in the building. Salute. I hope everybody tune in. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Um, the main topic is drug abuse, drug addiction. And it's a reason why I got Kodak Black picture on the wall. Thumb wall, thumbnail, whatever you want to call it. Make sure y'all please hit that like button and make sure y'all please subscribe if you're new to this channel. If you're new to this channel, please hit the like button. And if you've been here on this channel, please hit the like button, because when you do that, it allows the content to get further out into the algorithm. Hopefully I said that right. And with that, let's get on down to the nitty-gritty business. Well, one thing about drug addiction, I am no stranger. Um, a little bit about myself, over 15 years ago, I have been through that exact same thing what Kodak Black is going through right now. And it's one thing I do notice, it's not that he's going through drug addiction, he's going through a lot of things in life, especially being a young man. I know he has a kid, now he has children. This industry is something else, man. You know, then you got all these bills and things piling up. It's a lot of things, you gotta deal with the media, you gotta deal with all type of stuff. You gotta deal with people. People all in your face. Let me have this, let me have that. And one thing I know that's take a hold on Kodak Black is with the problems and the drug addiction. Because I remember Kodak Black when he first started. You know, for those who remember Kodak Black when he first came out, he wasn't. He definitely wasn't. I know you change over time, but I remember Kodak Black being very smart. He used to talk smart all the time. And he used to always be with his son. He used to always have it every time in videos. I don't care if he going walking down the street. He kept that little boy with him, you know. And I kind of understand it, but I don't believe it. I understand why people think he's a clone and stuff like that, because he don't act the same like he used to. I do understand you grow, things change over time, you know. But one of the reasons why I know that he's not the same, because that drug addiction will take you there. It will take you out of beyond your mental control, because of the drug is just so elusive. And then you have all these problems on top of them, problems and problems, in and out of jail, dealing with the industry. That's one thing alone. That's one thing that stand alone. You know, I can understand why he's going through what he's going through, because when you use drugs, through my experience, I used it to, to escape. I did it so much, it wasn't just for the feeling anymore. It was just for the high. It was just for the high. Shout out to Kanye West. He posted on, social media yesterday that, hey man, he really cared for Kodak Black. He got him a plane trip ticket and go down there to, to Atlanta, Georgia, and save him, because Kodak is really out his element right now. I mean, for those think he just doing it for the media, social media, whatever, I seriously doubt that, man. You can clearly see that man has a problem. And how do I notice that? Because I had that problem before. And I know what it's like. It ain't no joke. Yes, it's a matter, laughing matter to for those who don't know and who never experienced it. Yeah, I understand that. I can understand why y'all laugh. It's funny. I get it. But for those who have loved ones and seen them experienced it, and for those who actually experienced it, know where I'm coming from, know what I'm talking about. It's not a laughing matter, especially if it's one of your own who you love. Not to say Kodak is one of my own. Still got love for the boy. But I remember when he first came out. I remember when he first started on Instagram. Never met the guy, but we definitely communicated through Instagram. When he first started his first page. And every time he hit that live button, I was one of the first ones in the chat until he started noticing me. And then when he did hit the live button, I didn't show up. He made sure he shot me out a notification personally. That's when he was young. Been on that. Y'all remember that song? For those who know about Kodak Black. Because I'm a big fan, still is. I wish him and Jack Boy were in they beefing, you know, go back to doing music like they used to because man, they cold together, man. They'll take over. But I know one thing about that probably would never happen, until Kodak go back to himself, the way he's supposed to be. Because he is not himself right now as we speak. That's not the Kodak Black I remember. Yes, that's not the Kodak Black I remember. One thing, man, I know who he hurting the most besides himself is his family. I know he got a loving mother. I know he has a son, and I know he has a new one. I don't know too much about. I believe recently. Correct me if I'm wrong. Somebody let me know in the chat or hit me up on Instagram and see if I was wrong. I think didn't he get married recently? I know he had a child. Something. If I'm wrong, hit me up on Instagram or in the chat. I'm sorry if I don't have the chat on. Uh, I this is I really don't do virtual live. I'm always on StreamYard, but please, um, I will have it on chat next time. I need to learn how to work this virtual because I'm used to always StreamYard. I'm getting tired of StreamYard actually, but I was told I need to start doing virtual. But one thing I know about the 12 steps, and a lot of people think the 12 steps is just for addicts and alcoholics. And let me tell you one thing: the 12 steps is for every obstacle in life. I guarantee it. I promise you, and I will show you. I will show you proof. But that's gonna be at another time, another day, another time, because I wanna. What's the way to put it? Give. I wanna make it into a series of a 12 step because the 12 steps, the way you have to break it down and explain the 12 steps, you can't do it all in one show. You could, but you'd miss a lot. That's why I decided to tell y'all and explain to y'all about the 12 steps. It has to be broke down. It's 12 of them, and it is so much commentary in it, explaining the 12 steps. It's a lot to cover. And it's so much commentary and it's so much interesting. I promise y'all. It ain't just for, you will find out it ain't just for addiction. It's many addiction and problems that the 12 step covers. You know, anger, not drugs, sex, gambling. It's basically another form of way of fasting. cleaning house, bettering yourself. That's what the 12 step represents. You know, that's what it represents. And I am a witness of that. This is one of the ways how I came out of addiction 16 years later. And here I am doing shows. Not to bash Kodak Black, but to, you know, because, it's, the whole world seeing what this man is going through and what he's experiencing. I'm just making notice of, you know, why is he doing what he's doing? He's not himself. And, everybody knows his business is obvious. He's not crazy. He may be acting like it, but he's definitely not crazy because I remember Kodak Black when he was young, when he was a teenager, when he first got in the rap game, when he blew up. Very smart and intelligent man. Very. But I'm not gonna hold out up long, y'all gotta get up early, go to work in the morning, you know. Peace and blessings to y'all. I love y'all. Ain't nothing y'all can do about it. And I appreciate y'all for showing up and pulling up. And I will go live. And for those who want to get a hold of me, my Instagram page is the same name as my YouTube name. Hit me up and let's chat. All praise to the Most High. Peace and blessings. Shalom.